Oh, hey there.
Oh, shit.
I'm leaving that fucking in.
Oh, hey there. I'm just having a beer. Sorry, this is Kate.
This is Bradley.
And this is the History Buffoons Origin of Weird. And boy, do I have a weird one for you.
You got a good one for me?
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to it. What do you got?
Okay, so sometimes if I don't have... So I have a whole list of like topics that I eventually want to get to, but sometimes nothing calls to me, right?
No, like you're looking at the list like,
yeah,
No,
exactly.
I totally get it.
So I went to Reddit.
Oh.
And I searched for weird historical figures.
Okay.
And what popped up did not disappoint.
Okay.
So I am going to read what drew me in.
Okay.
On Reddit, and it was by...
And then you expanded on that?
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. So it was written by Broken Eye 3 on Reddit.
Eye 3, okay.
And this is what he said.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm ready.
John Murray Spear.
John Murray Spear.
Was a 19th century... Oh, you just don't interrupt. Like, let me...
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Just this one part.
Yep.
It's just one whole big sentence.
Yep.
John Murray Spear was a 19th century American activist, humanitarian, and all-around outstanding, decent human being who tried to build his own messiah out of mechanical parts animated by the disembodied soul of the non-existent baby from a female follower's phantom pregnancy based on designs transmitted to him telepathically by a secret society of famous dead people.
What the actual fuck?
Exactly. Drew me right in.
How could it not?
Somebody responded with, I don't think I could inhale while reading that.
All right, do tell.
Okay, so yeah, that drew me in real quick. So thank you so much, Broken Eye 3 of Reddit.
Yeah, shout out Broken Eye. That is fucking weird to begin with. All right, let's get into it.
So in the mid-1800s, when electricity was new, people were beginning to figure out what it could actually do. This man was looking at all that buzzing and like crackling potential, and he thought, this is how we're going to save humanity.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay.
His name was John Murray Spear.
Yeah.
And he, for a while, was a perfectly reasonable person.
For a while. Like, what age are we talking? Do you have an age on him?
I don't.
Oh, of course you don't.
I think he was in his 40s. I think he was born in like 1804-ish. And we're talking about like the 1840s, 1850s. So somewhere around there.
I'm in my 40s.
So as a Universalist minister.
Universalist? What is a Universalist? Something that Kate didn't look up.
So when I think of Universalist now, I think of pretty much a church who welcomes and loves absolutely
encompasses everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Exactly what I thought.
Is that more or less what it is?
Everyone is ultimately saved. It doesn't matter who you are, what you believe, what gender you are, who you love. You are saved. You can be saved.
Well, it shouldn't matter what gender you love. I mean, to each your own on that, but it's like, okay, let's continue. So
he believed that no one was beyond redemption. Everyone, regardless.
Shouldn't we all believe that, though?
You would think.
In theory.
You would think.
Because, like, yeah, there's some terrible fucking people in this world. And some probably are beyond redemption. Mm-hmm. However, some people do shitty things, but maybe it was an accident, maybe it was a cause of situation,
and that's when they ask for forgiveness, and then they're saved.
Yeah, I just got to go throw it in the confessional, and you're good.
Yeah. So, if you're Catholic, well,
you know what I mean.
Regardless of their past, their status, their mistakes, they had value, and it was a theology rooted in compassion, and at the time, it set him apart from the tradition that lead. I've had a couple beers.
Hey.
It set him apart from the traditions that leaned heavily on punishment and damnation.
Right.
And he didn't just talk the talk.
He walked the walk?
He walked the walk.
So what kind of walk was it? Was it like a strut?
Oh, it was like a run because Speer became deeply involved in reform movements that were gaining traction in the early 19th century.
Okay.
He was an abolitionist at a time that taking a stance wasn't just controversial, it could cost you your position, your reputation, and sometimes your life.
Oh, wow.
So speaking out against slavery meant challenging powerful systems, and Speer didn't shy away from that. He also worked in prison reform, which at the time was already pretty fucking bleak. Prisoners weren't designed at the time for rehabilitation. They were harsh. They were overcrowded. They were inhumane a lot of times.
Sounds like today.
And Speer believed that people inside them weren't lost causes. They were human beings who deserved dignity and the chance to change.
Well, and honestly, again, there's probably a lot that time and today.
Yes.
That is
true.
100% true. Mm-hmm. Yes, there's some lost fucking causes. That straight up fucking evil fucking people.
Yes.
However, some, again, depending on your situation, circumstance, whatever, I don't even want to know what just happened there. Jesus fucking.
I had an itch.
You really, where, do you want to tell the folks where? Okay. Because all I saw was a reach back, but anyways.
It was my lower back. It's fine.
Lower crack?
Keep going.
You derailed me again, just like
there are some shitty people
that
in prisons.
There's some shitty people, but there's some people again who can be redeemed.
Oh,
if
for
you will,
sure, yeah,
because of shitty circumstances.
Yeah,
and maybe something went wrong. I'm not going to say everyone's rehabilitable.
I believed it.
Yeah, but there's a lot that are.
So Speer visited these prisons. He preached to these inmates, and he advocated for better conditions for them.
Well, that's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah. So if you think about it, it already tells you something really important about him.
Yeah.
He was a man who believed deeply that systems could be improved.
He was a man of the people.
Yeah. People could be saved. That the world as it wasn't good enough yet.
Well, it still isn't.
And then, like many people in the 1840s and the 1850s, he became interested in spiritualism.
I say like occult type stuff.
Pretty much. Yeah,
more or less.
More or less, yeah. Absolutely, 100%. You're right on.
Okay. Oh dear. Was he speaking with the dead?
Yep.
Oh, seriously?
Yep.
No way.
So. Spiritualism at the time wasn't a hobby. It was actually wildly popular.
It was a business almost.
Yeah. People held seances in their living rooms. Yep. They used spirit boards and table tapping and automatic writing and basically anything that might let them. Yes.
What is that?
So it is a way to. Supposedly the spirit travels through your hand and you actually write.
So okay, like I call on you, spirit of blah blah blah,
and you write out,
which is so fucking okay. I'll just leave it at so fucking.
So
wow,
it was part curiosity, part comfort, and part boredom. Like, what else are we going to do?
More or less. So like, hey, man, what are you going to do tonight? I don't know. I'm thinking of contacting some spirits.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm down, dude. Let's do that.
So spiritualism in the 1850s was in many ways the perfect storm of belief and curiosity,
yep.
but just enough mystery to make people think that it made sense.
Well, and again, we're talking mid-1800s.
Yep.
I'm not going to say anything bad about people in the mid-1800s.
I mean, they're not alive still, so it's fine.
All right, fuck them bitches. No, I'm just kidding. My point is, Kate Spear's out, and that is Sad Panda.
Sad Panda.
So my point is, fucking hell, you keep derailing me.
I'm so sorry.
And my point is, what else are you going to do?
What else are you going to do on a Thursday night?
It's not like they're going to, hey, what's on the telly? You know?
Yeah.
They didn't have TV, they didn't have internet, obviously nothing of like that. Well, we could...
but they might have had backgammon.
It's been around for... What did we learn? That was around since the 14, 13, 16, 2800s? I don't remember. We looked it up. So recently, my family...
5,000 years ago?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was along...
In Mesopotamia?
I fucking love Mesopotamia, am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Recently, my family has always had one. I've never learned how to play backgammon. Kate and I, we like learning old shit, hence history.
We fucking learned backgammon, and then we changed the rules of backgammon.
So there's a couple rules that we just 100% didn't agree with. So we kind of did it our own way.
Yeah,
we tweaked it to our own way, and not for like and make it easier.
No,
we actually made it harder.
Yeah,
and so we're playing. Wow, this fucking went sideways.
Yeah,
Let's get back to the story.
So spiritualism took off after two sisters, the Fox sisters, claimed in 1848 that they could communicate with a spirit through a series of knocks.
They're full of shit.
And raps in their home.
Oh, good Lord.
Instead of being dismissed outright, their story spread rather quickly.
You're not weird. You're on point.
So suddenly people weren't just hearing about spirits, they were trying to talk to them. And the methods were rather creative. Seances became social events. Groups would gather in dimly lit rooms, sit around tables, and wait for signs from the other side. Tables would tilt and knock and even appear to move on their own as if people weren't doing it themselves. People claimed to receive messages through automatic writing.
Look at...
Oh my God.
Someone's moving this table.
Some mediums would enter trance-like states and speak as if they were channels for the spirits. And to many, it did not feel ridiculous to them at the time because it was being framed as discovery.
Okay. Discovery of nonsense, but okay.
Spiritualists, I was going to say scientists, not exactly scientists, spiritualists, believed that they weren't practicing superstition. They were uncovering a new kind of science.
Science?
Yeah.
Okay.
A way to study the soul, to understand what happened after death, to prove that consciousness didn't just disappear. In a world where electricity was still mysterious and invisible forces were clearly capable of doing real observable things like turning on a light, the idea that there might be another unseen force, one that connected the living and the dead, didn't feel like a stretch.
Do you think if these people knew about Wi-Fi, they'd be just fucking blown away?
Mind blown. Reformers were drawn to it because it challenged traditional authority.
Right, which is always taught you like, nope, this is what it is.
Yep.
Moved on, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
But, yep.
So if you could communicate directly with higher truths or even the spirits of great thinkers, you didn't need institutions to tell you what to believe. It was really empowering to these people.
You didn't need institutions. You needed to be institutionalized. Fuck.
Women in particular found a unique space within spiritualism.
Yeah, because they already weren't people.
Technically.
I mean...
Mediumship. Refer to our what's it called?
Lizzie Sear.
Yes.
And
Lizzie Sear
Famous
episode
Five.
and the Famous Five, where women were not considered people yet.
So thank you for getting that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So mediumship allowed women to speak publicly, lead gatherings, and hold influence in ways that weren't typically available to them in other areas of society.
Right.
So when a woman spoke as a medium, she wasn't just speaking for herself. She was speaking for something beyond which made people listen. So what you ended up with was something that didn't fit neatly into a single category. It was part religion, part science, part social movement. Okay. And people fully accepted this.
Yeah.
Yes. So Spear, Mr. John Murray Spear.
John Murray Spear. Spear
did not just dabble in spiritualism.
He fucking went full bore.
He walked the walk
and
on
he
this.
Talked that talk.
Before long,
Yeah.
he claimed he was receiving communications from a group of spirits who called themselves the Association. I pronounced that weird.
You really did.
The Association of Electrizers.
Electrizers?
Yes, like electric.
Yeah.
Only without the C, it's a Z. Electrizers.
What the fuck? Okay.
Doesn't that sound
weird.
like a band or something?
I am
the Association of Electrizers.
I think I'm going to start a new band. My arms don't work anymore, but I'm going to start a new band and be like, I'm the Electrizers.
You've got lateral epicondylitis.
And tennis elbow.
Yeah. That's tennis elbow.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh,
you could have just told me
it's
that.
It's tennis elbow. It's also called lateral epicondylitis. It's also called tendinitis.
I got tinnitus too.
You do have tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Okay. So,
anyways, not to get weirder on subjects, let's get weird here.
Speer described them as a collective of advanced spirits, former great thinkers, inventors, and intellectual minds who were continuing their work from the other side.
Did he ever name any of the people?
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
Benjamin Franklin, John Quincy Adams.
Sir Isaac Newton?
No.
Really?
That was not named.
That's actually kind of surprising.
That I recall.
Jesus Christ. Continue, sorry.
These spirits had a message, and it was...
Benjamin Franklin?
Mm-hmm. It was really specific, supposedly, what they said.
Well,
humanity, they said, was not doing great. Society was flawed. Religion, as it existed, wasn't cutting it. What the world needed was a new force, something that could really guide people into being better, more enlightened future. And it needed to be built physically with wires.
And stupidity.
Speer, instead of saying, I'm going to get a second opinion on this,
bought into it.
Got to work. Oh, for sure.
Well, he didn't buy into it. He sold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He began constructing what he called the new motive power, a device that he believed would usher in a new era for humanity.
Okay.
It wasn't just a machine. It was meant to be a kind of divine engine, a physical embodiment of...
You're really pronouncing words weirdly.
Embodiment
beer.
of spiritual truth. Something that
everybody's looking for spiritual truth.
Yep. So something that would, in his mind, replace traditional religion and solve the problems of the world through a combination of electricity and optimism.
Optimism. Okay.
Descriptions of the machine vary. There's no image of it.
Right. Well, 1850s-ish,
But the general picture is this.
Okay.
It was built from a mix of zinc batteries, copper wires, metal spheres, and other components, all housed in a wooden frame. It included a system meant to mimic breathing as if it were designed to function like a living organism rather than just a device.
Okay.
But of course, to Speer and his followers, because he's now a cult leader, this was not a pile of parts, it was the future. As the machine took shape, the group surrounding Speer grew more invested and more convinced that they were part of something extraordinary.
So is this basically like 1850s AI?
It's like 1850s cultism.
With AI?
No.
Because he's like putting it out there like, this thing is real. And that's what people are talking about AI these days.
True. However...
Right?
Oh, let me get to the real part.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
it gets creepy. It gets weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it better. This is the origin of weird.
So the spirits continue to guide them, offering instructions and encouragement, and presumably a complete lack of hesitation to bring it to life, like he's fucking Frankenstein.
No. Fix that.
Frankenstein, the doctor.
Frankenstein's monster.
I'm not talking about the monster. I'm talking about Frankenstein, the doctor.
Okay.
To bring it to life like he is Dr. Frankenstein.
I see what you're saying now. Okay.
Spear and his followers performed a series of elaborate rituals meant to charge it with life force.
So what do you make his female followers do? Because that's what it sounds like we're headed towards.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Groups of people physically gathered and touched the machine as though transferring energy into it. Spear then took these things a step further, dressing it in specifically designed outfit covered in metal plates and gemstones before entering a deep trance. During this state, witnesses claimed there was a visible connection described as a stream of light linking him directly to the machine.
It's probably a candle.
And then the plan escalated. Because building the machine wasn't enough, it had to be brought to life. So enter Miss Mary Ann Brown.
Who's Mary Ann Brown?
She was one of Spar's devoted followers.
Of course she was.
And she was chosen for a very specific and important role. She would act as New Mary,
New Mary?
New Mary.
Because old Mary sucks.
A symbolic mother figure who would give birth to the machine, like actually
So
give
did they
birth.
shove the machine up her?
No.
Thank God.
What followed was a ritual that can only be described as a full-scale enactment of labor and delivery, much like A Handmaid's Tale.
I've never seen the show.
In The Handmaid's Tale,
I get the gist of it, yeah.
the rich women would fake labor while their servants were actually delivering their babies.
Yep.
So that's exactly what's happening. They're fake delivering this machine. Okay.
Oh my God.
So over the course of several days, Brown went through what the group interpreted as labor pains. She was surrounded by followers, guided by the supposed instructions of the eclitrizers. Oh my God. Eclitrizers. Eclitrizers.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't even pronounce it. It's so weird.
Okay. It's just fucking weird.
All of them fully committed to the idea that this machine was about to be born into the world as a living spiritual entity.
This is fucking weird.
At no point did anyone step back and say, just to clarify, we are currently talking about like the birth of a machine, right? Like a device.
So is this like an early... I'm not going to finish that. Go ahead.
The moment of delivery,
For fuck's sake,
was treated with seriousness. There was a ceremony. There was anticipation. There was, one assumes, a level of emotional investment, usually reserved for actual human beings.
Right.
And then at the end of all of it, the machine was declared alive.
Oh, fucking hell.
For a brief period, the new motive power was treated as exactly what Spear claimed it to be, a revolutionary force that would change the world. It represented hope, progress, and a new direction for humanity. Unfortunately, the rest of humanity had not been consulted by this. So, news of the machine and the circumstances of its quote-unquote birth spread, and it wasn't enthusiastic.
I don't know about that.
Locals were confused and skeptical and increasingly uncomfortable with the idea that a group of people had gathered to midwife a mechanical savior.
Midwife, oh, fucking hell.
A group of locals confronted the situation. They destroyed the machine
Because of...
They're like, we don't get this. We don't believe in this. So we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill the machine.
That's you. I mean, that's typical human nature. Yeah.
And just like that, humanity's brief experiment with an electrically powered messiah came to an abrupt end. And Spear, to his credit, did not entirely abandon his beliefs. He did remain involved in spiritualism, continued to promote his ideas, though he never tried to recreate the new motive power. I found this on Wikipedia, so
Sure.
I don't know the truth of this.
If it's right or not, but yeah.
But it said, his business card said, quote,
No.
guided and assisted by beneficent spirit intelligence, Mr. S will examine and prescribe for disease of body and mind, will delineate the character of persons when present or by letter and indicate their future as impressions are given him, will sketch the special capacities of young persons, applications to lecture or hold conversations on spiritualism will be welcomed. End quote.
Jesus Christ. That is one hell of a bit.
Card.
How many business cards did it take to carry that? Holy shit.
In 1872, Spear claimed to have received a message from the Association of Electrizers, urging him to retire from the ministry. And then he died on October 1887 in the city of Philadelphia. And that is the story of James Murray Spear. And I'm going to read it again because it is just so lovely how Broken Eye 3 from Reddit explained all this in a simple paragraph.
Yes.
He said, John Murray Spear was a 19th century American activist, humanitarian, and all-around outstandingly decent human being who tried to build his own messiah out of mechanical parts, animated by the disembodied soul of the non-existent baby from a female follower's phantom pregnancy based on designs transmitted to him telepathically by a secret society of famous dead people. That is the story of John Murray Spear.
Welp.
Was that weird or what?
That was fucking word I can't say because you get mad.
Welp.
I suppose. All right, buffoons. That's it for today's episode.
Buckle up because we've got another historical adventure waiting for you next time. Feeling hungry for more buffoonery? Or maybe you have a burning question or a wild historical theory for us to explore?
Hit us up on social media. We're History Buffoons Podcast on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook. You can also email us at historybuffoonspodcast@gmail.com. We are Bradley and Kate. Music by Corey Akers.
Follow us wherever you get your podcasts and turn those notifications on to stay in the loop.
Until next time, stay curious and don't forget to rate and review us.
Remember, the buffoonery never stops.